Hello everyone, I'm Michael from Unittracker.net, here with another tutorial. This video will mostly focus on basic network commands. Before we begin, I want to let you know that this video is geared towards beginners, so if you're more advanced and would like to add something to this topic, then I really encourage you to comment below with the commands you would like me to mention in future videos. Without further delay, let's get started. First thing we need to do is open the command line, and hopefully you remember that we do that with the key combination Ctrl-Alt-T. We are going to assume that you have at least some minor networking knowledge as we go through with our commands. If you don't understand this, then don't worry, as videos on that are soon to come. Now getting back to business, Linux computers generally have three interfaces: the Ethernet interface, the wireless interface, and the local interface. Interfaces are pretty much doors to the outside world that can be used to connect to networks. To view our interfaces, type the command ifconfig without any options. Ifconfig is short for interface configuration. When you add options to the command, you can configure the interface you are working with. If you look here, the ifconfig command gave us some output. Now when we scroll up in the terminal, it will show the interface ETH0. ETH0 is the system's first Ethernet port. If we were to add another port through the use of an adapter, you would see that we would have ETH0 and ETH1. We also have the low interface. Low stands for local or loopback. This interface is on every Linux computer and is not used on the internet, but instead it is mostly used to test programs and verify the system's networking functionality. If you are a programmer, the low interface will be very near and dear to your heart. If you are just a regular user, then you can simply disregard it, as it will be practically useless to you. If you are doing this on a laptop, then you would have noticed an interface WLAN 0. WLAN 0 is the wireless interface. We will go more in depth about changing the mode and channel of the wireless interface in our future videos about penetration testing. But for now, you should just know that the wireless interface behaves generally the same as the Ethernet interfaces. When looking through the information given to us, you will see some important parts. For example, the IP address. If your system is not connected to a network, then you won't see an IP address here, and that is a good way to troubleshoot network connectivity. You will also see a subnet mask and a broadcast address. While this may not be useful all the time, I can say from experience it is very useful when using a manual DHCP configuration and verifying the setup, but for now, let's keep it simple. All that this information really proves is that our system is connected to the network. The question to ask yourself, however, is how do we know if we can effectively communicate on the network? That question can be answered with the next basic command known as ping. Basically, the ping command is used to send hello messages to computers. It uses the ICMP protocol to ask a computer if they are there, to which the computer replies, "Yes, I'm here." So here's how the command works. If you want to test it, you can ping your IP address. So we will go ahead and ping 127.0.0.1. Hit enter and it'll give you a response back, meaning that we can communicate. But let's see if we can ping the router and talk to it. To view our system's routing table, we will use the route command. The routing table is kind of like the IP address map for our computer. It shows the system where to go and how to get there using saved IP addresses. We type route and hit enter, and we see our router's IP is 10.0.0.1. Now this may be different for you if you're on a different network using a different networking scheme, but that's what it is for me. So let's ping it to verify that we can talk to it. As you can see, the terminal has shown the router's responses, meaning that the computer can communicate with the router. So let's see if we can get on the internet. Let's ping google.com. If you are getting responses, then you are in fact connected to the internet. If you're not, then there's a problem with either your router or network configuration. The ping command is very simple and very easy to use, and you can ask any Linux administrator, whether a pro or new. The command will never fade out and be forgotten. This command works on any Linux distribution. That's it for this video. Stay tuned as more videos like this one are in the works. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Michael, and we will see you in the next one.